Jack Daniels, the Boxers Trainers Channel, right? And I'm actually back at you with another, and this one I'm telling you is going to be worthy of me sitting up before you talking about it. Because I am totally and unequivocally in love with some boxing. And last night, oh my God, they had some boxing on the television. You know what I mean? A pay per view, of course, they want their money. And sometimes, us analysts especially, we got to pay them some money in order to be about the nature of boxing. So, that being said, and at the end of the day, right, we had boxing last night, and I was just so impressed with the bout, this particular bout specifically, because Andy Cruz, as you know, it's kind of like new to the game. Shout out to Gil Cole. Gil Cole's in the house. Um, uh, Andy Cruz is kind of new to the boxing game, right? In the sense that he only has 4 wins. 4 wins. 4 bouts, actually, to be specific about it. He's only been in the ring as a president 4 times, right? But all 4 have been dedicated wins, which suggests to me that he's a late, no, excuse me, he's a late bloomer. He's a late bloomer, right? But he's obviously on the right track. With those 4 wins are kind of like elevating his skill set, right, to the point where he's taking on bigger and better guys in the lightweight division. And so, in my opinion, might I add, it is my opinion that uh excuse me, I want to keep this. Okay, in my opinion, Andy Cruz in that bout last night with Omar Salcido, right, is with whom might I add is ranked. I'm saying like maybe from one to I would say 1 to 13 in the uh, lightweight division, and as far as the weight classes are concerned, right? Like the WBA, WBC, he's like up in that. He's in that sliding rotation. I'm saying like from 1 to 13, and he's that good, and he deserves to be like number 1 based on the fact that Andy Cruz can throw them hands, man. And I really didn't take notice to that specifically until last night, right? Andy Cruz fought Omar Salcido, right? And this particular fight was it was a good fight, but it told me and suggested to me that Andy Cruz in that division is basically in a position where he's going, in my opinion, he's going to dominate that landscape based on the fact that Andy Cruz is a Cuban boxer, right? Now they have kind of like a different style than the boxers in the states, right? They have a different style. They taught us a different um, training regimen in order to do the things they do that are different from the cats in the States, right? But I will say that most Cuban boxers are some damn good boxers, excuse my term. They're damn good boxers, right? And to couple with uh, Andy Cruz has upscaled his game when it comes to being a tactician. You know what I mean? He kind of reminds me. I know y'all don't sure. Oh, you talking about? He kind of reminds me of me when I was young and nurtured to the philosophy of the Muhammad Ali, right? And that was, float like a butterfly, swing like a bee. Now I saw a lot of that in Andy Cruz last night. Andy Cruz is a very difficult person to beat. Put your hands on him, right? I mean, he slips and moves. I mean, he's bad when it comes to slipping and moving, right? Shaking and baking. That's what we used to call it back in the day. Shaking and baking, right? He's bad when it comes to shaking and baking, right? It's like you can be as good as anybody in the division, but Andy Cruz makes it more difficult for you to hit him because he can get away from those punches, right? Slipping, ducking, you know what I'm saying? Shaking and baking. That's what he do, right? And I was like, damn, I ain't seen nobody get down like that in a long time, right? And there's a lot of good fighters out there that cater to the like the slip and move, right? You know what I'm saying? In and out, You know, bob and weave, right? It's a lot of cats out there that do that, but it's some do it better than others. And Andy Cruz is one of the ones, in my highly educated opinion, that does it better than most. And that's the reason why I say, more likely than not, Andy Cruz in the 135-pound division, lightweight, is going to dominate that division, right? And God forbid that he should go up to 140 or 147, because he again is going to be in a position where um uh he's going to dominate those weight classes, right? I'm saying this basically because he's a natural born winner in a way that he moves in the ring. You know what I mean? I mean, a person that's been in the sport as long as I have, right? It's easy for me to look at somebody and make a pretty good analysis of them, give you a pretty good analysis of them. And Andy Cruz is one of them cats, man. You know what I'm saying? Watch what I say when I say to you in the chat that Andy Cruz, sooner than later, is going to be a world class boxer. It's going to be a world champion, right? And there ain't nothing, Keyshawn Davis or none of the rest of them, Javante, ain't nothing they can say about this, man, because the man is a world class boxer. Now, it is some that believe that. What's your opinion, Gil Cole? I think Keyshawn can beat Cruz right now. I don't think so. I think that's a bunch of shenanigans. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking anything from Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is one of the best boxers in the lightweight division, as far as I'm concerned. Keyshawn Davis got a lot of grit, got a lot of heart. You know what I mean? And when you have a lot of grit and a lot of heart, right, that makes you for a darn good boxer, a very good contender. And not to say that one day Keyshawn Davis is not going to become a world champion, right? But I am here to tell you, Gil Cole, and the people in this chat, that Andy Cruz is going to dominate this division. He's going to dominate the lightweight division, right? He has all the skill set. He has all the heart necessary, right, to be a dominant player in the lightweight division, right? And I know it's a lot of y'all out there talking about, well, what about you know, what about what's his name? You know what I'm talking about? What about Tank? What about? The statement stands. The statement stands. I say it. In my opinion, I believe Andy Cruz is going to dominate the lightweight division. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for the support and the info. Gil Cole, Gil Cole stated Andy Cruz. No, Cruz is already a world class fighter. 3 times IABA gold and 1 time Olympic. Okay, that just adds a fuel to the fire. And to make my point, thanks a lot very much for the comment, Mr. Cole. I can appreciate that. I can see that, you know what I'm saying, when you not trying to clown about Devin the Dream Haney, you can come up with some good boxing analogy. Sometimes even Gil Cole can come up with some legitimate analysis, and that's a good thing, brother. Keep up the good work, Gil Cole. You'll be one day as good as your brother. You know what I'm saying? A world class trainer. Yes, right. That's what I said, Gil Cole. A world class trainer, and shortly I'm gonna prove that to you. You talking? Who you train? Watch and see. I told you I got a 23-year-old, and all he want to do is box. He don't want to do nothing but box. You know what I'm saying? That's where his mindset is, contrary to the fact that that's where I put his mind at. That's where it needs to be if you're going to box, right? For me, right, you got to do more than talk. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm going to put you through a mental test, right, to see if you're capable of standing up under this pressure. The youngster, the young man has stood up to the test, Gil Cole. He was there. He want to be a world-class boxer. And I'm telling you and the world, Ben Skypes is his name. in the next what 6 months to a year, Allah forbid, the kid is gonna be a world class boxer, and I guarantee you that. Right? He already talking about, man. I want to be able to jump the rope for 48 minutes in a row. Now, who talks like that? Even in the profession, who says stuff like that? Who want to do stuff like that, man? Look, when you got cats that are talking about they want to jump rope for 48 minutes nonstop, you know what I mean? I think he's. No, I take that back. He want to do it in 4 minute intervals, right? Which is actually a good thing because in training, for those that you don't know, there's a 4 minute bell, right, between rounds. The bells are not 3 minutes; they're 4 minutes, right? When you get to fighting as a professional, right? And you know what? And actually, memory serves me correctly, these gyms that I've had contact with of late, they don't do 4 minutes, they do three. Right? But okay, that's okay if that's what you know what I'm saying, that's what y'all used to. But in the way that I boxed, that was kind of like doing things the easy way. I came up under the 4 minute uh around ring, right? Work out for 4 minutes, take a minute break, right? Get back at it. And give you some push-ups in between those 4 minutes. You know what I mean? Keep it moving, right? If you want to be great, and I wanted to be great, you know what I'm saying? Contrary to the fact that I never got to that level of greatness, right? Because I did something stupid in my life, right? That there was the only reason, but man, I was good. I was awesome, man. Yeah, bow, 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 bow. Everything I had power. You know what I'm saying? And saying that I had power means that I learned how to throw accurate punches off my right foot, off my power foot, right? Your power foot is actually your right foot. You push it off your your right foot, bam. You know what I'm saying? And everything, the jab, everything come off the right foot. So let's get back to the issue at hand, though, y'all. Mr. Cole. he, but contrary to the fact that this kind of stuff that I put up with Gil Cole just and how can you not laugh and stuff like that? Gil said, Cole said, you about to get somebody knocked out. Oh my God! Look, man. Now that is hilarious, right? Because that's the funniest thing for my mind to put the one in a position where he's gonna get knocked out. Look, you say you think you're cold. You think horrible about people, man. You don't say I'm gonna put the cat in a position where he'll get knocked out. Now, why would I want to put a person in a position where he'll get knocked on his rump? Come on, man. That's how you think. That's how you think about the brother, man. You think that I'm just perpetrating fraud. I'll tell you what, Mr. Cole. I'm gonna show you more better than I can tell you. This boy, Ben Skypes, is gonna be a world class boxer, right? I'm gonna make you eat them damn words. You heard me? But that was a good one. Keep them coming, brother. Keep them coming. Gil Cole's y'all in the house, right? I go through this with Gil Cole all the time, right? If it ain't my boxer, who is it? Who is it? Gil? Who else is it? Who else? Oh, you know, all right, what the? I bet you. Let me see. Let me see. Hold up. Okay. No, he ain't went there yet. But normally he on my case about my who I consider. I don't say this much, but my who I consider my nephew, right? Devin Haney. You know what I mean? I got a lot of love and respect for Devin Haney. Devin Haney did a lot of good things in his young life, man. He sacrificed his young life in order to feed his family, take care of his family, man. You know what I mean? And that's a great thing for a kid, man, that's growing up in this world, right? When he puts family first, right? Contrary to, you know what I'm saying, some of our dislikes for the things that that go on within the Haney family, right? Contrary to the fact that a lot of y'all probably don't gravitate towards Bill, right? And that's okay. That's okay. But the fact remains the same. Devin Haney is an awesome young man, right? He put family before anything, and that's an amazing thing, especially in the world that we live in today, whereas people don't really gravitate toward family like they should, right? And then you know what I mean. That's a part of our history as Black people, right? We don't really take fondly to our brothers and sisters, right? And that's why we are in the state that we're in, because we don't do the things that other people do in other races to uh, be successful, right? And but one day, it is my hope and it is my compunction, right, to try to make a difference in this world. Try to make a difference in the world, not for me, you know what I mean, but for my people. Guild codes included. Yes, sir, absolutely. Guild codes included, right? Because I believe that there is a greater good in humanity when people come together, right? As a people, right, and get something done. There was a time in the black people's lives when we were doing things um, we were doing good things, right? Back in '33, it was a small town in Oklahoma, right? And it was per se man ran, and uh, it was successful. It was man ran and was successful by totally the black race, right? And the contrary to the fact that it was destroyed by you know who, right? Yeah, it was destroyed, as is the case with the majority of things that happen within the black race. Is destroyed by the people who believe that we are better off with nothing. That's a fact. Ugly as it is, it's still a fact, right? Got any comment on that, Gil Cole? Oh, no comment? But that's true, though, y'all. So, that being said, look, let me run through some particulars on Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz is 26 years of age. He's 5'6" with a 66-inch arm. He's a right-handed. He has 4 wins, 2 knockouts, right? He's never been stopped. Never been stopped, no draws and no losses, right? And he's ranked number 4 by the WBA and 6 by the WBC. Gil call you? I ain't going for that. You got to share some of that history if you know it, brother. That's what you're supposed to do. If you know it, share it. You know what I'm saying? Gil Cole said, "I know history." Okay. What about the incident in 1933 and where? And okay, so Omar Salcedo is 25 years old. 25 years old. He's 5'7" with a 68-inch arm. He's a right-hander. He has 19 wins, 14 by knockout. He has 2 losses. Never been stopped. No draws. Right. And I believe Omar Salcedo ranks number I think 5 by the WBA, right? And let the record reflect that, in my opinion, Omar Salcedo is a good boxer. Uh, Gil, you say your mother and father are older than me? They're older than 75? I'm 75, brother. I know I don't look it, but now that's a fact. December 6, 1949. Just made it, brother. So and that's what I can't give your mom and dad nothing but respect and love for surviving. Okay, that's good. That's good. And they still with us. I can't do nothing but give them all the admiration due to them for surviving in this world that we live in, especially in this country that we live in. I can't do nothing but give them praise and admiration for surviving, brother. You know what I'm saying? You don't get no negativity on mine when it comes to your mom and dad, right? I salute to them. You know what I mean? And I'm quite sure that them being older, so-called African Americans, right? They know what I'm talking about when I speak about the atrocities that have been inflicted on us by you know who. So, but I had to get that in there because this is a multi-purpose platform, right? It's just not boxing, but the majority of it is it's also I do also politics, right? And you know what I'm saying, do the things that try to uplift the spirit of the race of black people, right? You know what I'm saying? One day, I will say this: I got some people that I do deal with, right? That are on the same page as I am. That's out in the street trying to do good things. You know what I'm saying? This brother named Razor, they call himself Razor, right? And if you go on the internet and you look up Razor, right? Um, you will be able to see the things that he does, right? And the okay, hey, shout out to Gil Cole. Gil Cole is 44 years old, and he knows he said that's a good thing, right? I commend Gil Cole for knowing his past. We all need to know. That's why we effed up, because we don't know our past. If you know your past, you will know your future, right? Because you will know in your past what you can't do and what you can do in your future, right? That's why I was able to excel once I got out of my past behavior, right? And transform some intellect, transform some a moral apparatus, right? And took the mindset that if he can do it using his mind, I can do it. And that's exactly what I did. I'm serious. I took that concept that if he can use his mind, and you know what I'm talking about, to get money, I can do the same. And I did it, right? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not making light of no man that is struggling. We all struggle, right? But some less than others, right? I mean, do I struggle? Not really. I'm not putting myself in a position where somebody got their hand on my neck, right? Because I can't afford to pay my rent or I can't afford to pay my whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay it. Because the country that we live in, Mr. Needmore, you heard me? Mr. Needmore got to have his money, right? And the only way to keep Mr. Needmore out your business is to either be self-sufficient or be able enough to make the necessary monies to keep Mr. Needmore out your business. You feel me? Anyway, I just want to close this by saying, good talking to you on this issue, Gil Cole. Keep growing and developing in your age, and take the position that I take, right? And want for your brothers and sisters what you want for yourself, and push that, man. Push that to your people that you talk to, the ones you communicate, right? Let's put them in a mindset that y'all can come together and make millions. That's what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this collectively. You feel me? That being said, look, man, hit that subscription button. I'm sick and tired of y'all having me sitting there doing all this talking, and y'all ain't supporting me like you should be. Hit the subscription button. Hit the like button. Share my videos with your friends and relatives. And drop a comment in the comment section. And let me know what you think about Andy Cruz and whether Andy Cruz is going to be a world champion. How about that, Gil Cole? Not world-class boxer, world champion. That being said, I'll see y'all later. Tomorrow for sure, if not later tonight. Later.